Good morning. You join me at Todber Manor. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. I just got my ticket from the shop. Down for 36 hours. I'm on Willow Bank. Not fished this lake before. Just had a quick chat with some of the guys fishing. There's a few swims free. There's quite a few people fishing. Quite a few fish have been out. One guy's had 11. There's been a 20 out and a couple of small ones to people. So it's fishing. I've come down, the wind's blowing down to this end of the lake. There's someone to me right in the corner peg. I'm coming to the second one from the corner. And I'll keep my lines well away from the fella to me right. He's fishing right into the right hand margin, so it gives me a bit of space out in front here. So as you can probably see, all my stuff's laid on the deck. Got to get it set up, and first things first, I'm going to get some solid bags out while I'm setting up, just to be fishing, and then I'll get the rigs done properly thereafter. See you in a bit. Okay guys, hope you can hear me. Got 3 rods out, PVA bag, solid bag on each. Left hand rod, smart pictures, trimmed down to a little sliver. Middle rod is Odyssey XXX wafter, and right hand rod is live system wafter. All with pallet and crash spoilies in the bag. Before I got the third rod out, the middle rod was away, and the lead didn't drop off for some reason. And yeah, fish made a final lunge just down in the margins, and off it went. It was a nice mirror, scaly mirror, probably a good double. So a little bit gutted about that, but hopefully there's more to come. Okay, so after losing that one earlier, got a nice little mirror. It's actually quite a chunky little fish, quite wide. Got a tiny little small fish head, but a bigger body than you'd think. I guess it's about 12-13 pound. I'm not going to bother weighing him, but that was on the right hand rod, on the live system in the solid bag. So makes up for the one I lost earlier. Let's just hope there's more to come. Right, I'll get this little beauty back. Watch guys, it's now 10 o'clock. And you'd have seen that little mirror I had earlier. I had that about 9:30. I've not put that rod back out yet. I was in the middle of setting up camp, so I thought I'd carry on setting up the camp. Camp's all made, a little bit messy, so it needs a bit of a tidy up. But first of all, I'm going to remake the bag for the right hand rod, flick it back out there, just in case there's a chance of another one on there. And yeah, catch you in a bit. Okay guys, it's just coming up for 1 o'clock and it's been absolutely scorchio. I've been sitting under the tree just behind the swim, getting a bit of solace, a bit of shade. But while I've been sitting there, I've been seeing some fish cruising around, so I've got the floaters out and been flicking some out, and the fish are starting to go for them. Not in large numbers, not confident enough to get the bait out there, but I'm going to keep flicking some floaters out, see if I can get them Pac-Man in a bit more, and think about setting the rod for the floater up. So watch this space. told you guys, it's 25 to 6. I'm still persevering with the floater fishing. I've had quite a few close misses. So I've had quite a few fish coming up to the surface. They're sort of darting around a few different areas, but I had several around the float at one time, but it hasn't quite got there. I've had a couple of aborted takes. Float just moved down. There's fish swimming out there now. So I'll give it a little longer. So it feels good. But at some point I need to reel in, trickle a bit of bait in over the other side before I cast out for the night. So let's see what gives. I'll see you in a bit. Evening guys, it's 7:30. I've just recast right hand and middle rod. Back to the same spots as I had the fish or the bites this morning. But before I'd done that, I was persevering with the floaters. And yeah, one took. I had a fish on for quite a while. Cut it round to the right, had it playing it up and down. Felt like a good fish. Not like a small one that, you know, zigzags. This was just plodding and plodding. It was a common, like a long common. And then just 15 foot out in the edge, the hook just pulled. Gutted. All that effort. I'm sweating buckets. Been working hard to try and get that one. Like I say, I've recast right hand rod. Right hand rod now is a blowback rig with a 3 ounce lead on the lead clip, with a bit of crumb in a mesh bag. It's over towards the bush to the right. Middle rod, same as earlier, PVA bag towards the pipe, straight out in front. Now both rods are about a rod length or so off the edge. I don't know if I mentioned I went round earlier with a rod, and I was sort of feeling round to see how deep it was in the edge. And right in the margin, it's only about a foot deep. You go out a rod length, and it goes down to about 3 foot. So I've sort of gone that sort of distance out. So not tight to the rushes, about a rod length off. I haven't cast the left hand rod out yet. It's all set up, ready to go. But I'm just seeing if there's any more fish taking floaters. And I think, well, I've been ignoring them, setting up the other 2 rods. They've had enough and cleared off. But it was looking promising for another bite. I didn't really want to reel the other 2 in and go around the other side and bait up. But that's what I did. So I reeled the rods in, went round, put some crumb boilie in front of the tree, the pipe, the other bush that I'm fishing in front of, and a handful of boilies over each one as well. So a mixture of boilies, live system, Odyssey and Pacific tuna. So I'm using 3 different baits, all crumbed up, and some whole ones out there as well. So that's all baited up over there. Like I say, I'm just waiting to see what happens with these fish with the floaters, but I think they've cleared off. And it's typical, I get the camera out. Every time I get the camera out, it starts raining. So nothing heavy, just a little shower. But I'm going to put the camera away just in case, and make my mind up what I'm going to do about this 3rd rod. Whether I'm going to stick the floater out for a bit, or stick the rod out, set up with the solid bag. So we'll see what gives, and I'll catch you in a bit. Okay guys, just getting dark, and obviously the rods are out for the night. Just had my curry. Fella next door, in the swim next door, he's just had a 30 pounder, which is well nice. So we'll see what gives. Starting to feel a bit gutted I lost that fish on the surface. Only lost it just down in the edge here. Like I say, it was a nice long fish, common, and it was a nice plodding fight, but alas, the hook pulled out. So anyway, got to try and catch another one now. Anyway, it's getting dark, so I'll either see you in the night or catch you in the morning when I wake up. Good night guys. Morning guys, it's about 6:30, and nothing happened in the night. I've had lots of liners, lots of twitches on all 3 rods, but nothing positive. been out the bivvy to the rods a few times because they were so strong, and then they dropped back down to the original position again. So yeah, it's been a bit frustrating like that, but that's the state of play. Last night was absolutely scorching. It was like a sauna in the bivvy. I don't know if I've ever fished in the night in those sort of heat conditions. It was so warm, stripped down to my undies, had the bag open and just sort of slept on top of the bag. Probably made a feast for all the mozzies and whatever, so I might suffer in the coming days with little scratchy marks, but yeah, it was just so warm, really hard to sleep. But anyway, I was up early. Fellow next door had a 25 pounder about 5 o'clock, and there's a bit of noise and lights going on. I think that must have woke me up. So I got up, been watching the water, and tried to go back to sleep, but it's still quite warm. And yeah, so basically I ended up about 6 o'clock taking an each rod in turn and recasting a PVA bag out. I've got a feeling yesterday the cast might have been too close to the bank, because when I went round there yesterday with the rod, I was actually feeling round in the margins with a lead with a leader on, and right next to the margins it's only about a foot deep, and I think that's too shallow for any big fish. So at a rod length it was going down and the leader was just going under. The leader's 3 foot long, so it's about 3 foot deep, about a rod length out. I think that's the shelf, and it goes down from there. So yeah, I don't want to go too close. I want to be at least a rod length off those rushes, maybe a little bit more. So like I say, I've recast, so I'm doing that now. I'm making sure I'm this side of the ledge, and yeah, we'll see what it gives. Like I say, I put 3 new PVA bags out. I've got live system or Odyssey hook baits, and in the bag I've got some pellets, fine pellets, and some crumbed up boilie. So 3 fresh rigs out, and a case of waiting to see what might happen. So fingers crossed. I'll see you in a bit. What you guys? So I lost one earlier on the right hand rod. Had it on, started cutting towards the corner, so I've done a recast, same spot, and this one's gone off. 15 pound, 14, little chunky common. There we go. Pretty little fish, always welcome. So yeah, I'm very happy. Happy days. Trying to get my head in the picture as well. So yeah, lovely little fish. So let's get her back and get the rod back out. Might be a chance for another one. Watch you guys, just coming up to 9:20 and it's already absolutely scorching. The sun's not been out long, it's actually been quite misty most of the morning. It's only been out for about half hour. But yeah, it's really belting down now. So catch up time, 8 o'clock, right hand rod went off. And fish was kiting towards the far corner, or not kiting but pulling towards the far corner. And had it on for a little while, and the hook pulled. Absolutely gutted. So recast, PVA bag again, and same spot. And yeah, about half hour ago or so I had that £15 14 ounce common carp that you saw. So a little bit of a consolation prize. Fella next to me, when that rod went off, he's actually had two in the net at the same time. He had a 25 and a 19 pounder. Nice double take. So, but that was, like I say, about 3/4 of an hour ago, coming up for an hour ago, and it was a bit cooler then. But the heat is on now, it really is. I'm starting to sweat already, so I'm going to find myself a shady spot and tap myself away and hope one of these rods goes off. Then maybe think about putting some floaters in out again a bit later. Let's see what gives first. I'll see you in a bit. Watch you guys, update time. It's just coming up to 10:30 and it's absolutely sweltering. I've actually packed the bivvy away, put some stuff in the car, just got the essentials around me, well, maybe more than the essentials, but most of the gear's around me. I'm taking the shade of the tree next to the swim to keep cool. A little bit of breeze has just kicked up, only a little breeze. It's been flat calm like a mill pond all morning, but the breeze is going the same direction as yesterday, right to left, so you never know, may push the fish down again, who knows. But yeah, so that's the update, all very quiet. Now all the guys along the bank have packed up now because the 10 o'clock time has come, and yeah, one of the guys came over. He's now Tiny, and he's done a 48-hour session, and on the first 24 hours he had 14 fish including a 30, so big up Tiny. Well done mate, nice fishing. Unfortunately last night, the next 24 hours, didn't have anything, but that's fishing for you. Explain that one. So nice one Tiny, and hope to see you on the bank again sometime. Afternoon, it's just coming up to 3:20. Still absolutely baking. Proper scorcher. So I've moved all my gear under another tree. This one's behind the swim, and yeah, trying to keep cool. I put all 3 rods out on zigs. Now nothing's happened except for a duck got the hook in his foot, so after a bit of a tussle we got the duck in, got the hook out, duck went off. Not happy as Larry, but he was safe and sound, and yeah, that's the only action this afternoon. I'm thinking now packing down and calling it a day. What I might do is just pack all the gear away and see. It's just too hot. I've even been putting floaters out and the fish just aren't even interested. They're just, the ones that are out there just milling around. There's not as many down here as there was yesterday anyway, so it may be flogging a dead horse. So I think I'll pack the gear up, sit and watch for a bit and just see if any fish start showing, and see if I can get them going on the floaters. But I can't see it. I can't see it at all. So this could be the last of the vlog. If it is, I'll say ta-ra now, and stay safe, be lucky, and hopefully catch you again soon. See you later.